Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Good morning.
Good morning.
बाबा भी प्यार का सागर, तो बाबा का मधुबन भी क्या कहेंगे?
Baba is the ocean of love,
साकार रूप में
and
प्यार
as
का
is
सागर,
Baba, so is the Madhuban.
जो
What
मधुबन में प्यार मिलता
will
है,
you say?
वो प्यार
The love
तो
which is received from Madhuban,
चादीवारी के बाहर नहीं मिल सकता।
so you can't receive such love, the love of Madhuban.
सबको बाबा कहता है स्नेह के विमान में खींच करके,
So Baba says that this love,
मधुबन आने में
it forms
किसी
the
को कोई
means
प्रकार की कठिनाई नहीं होती।
of you reaching here, that it becomes the plane in which you sit and come. Because everyone just is engrossed in that love where every soul says Baba, Baba and Madhuban. So Baba has asked us children, what's the most difficult thing in this study? So this is the study, that's why teacher is asking you which subject is the most difficult one. Narayan brother, can you respond? Do you feel any subject as difficult? Okay, you find. Prakash brother, which aspect do you find it most difficult? So we don't call it as difficult. See, because we can't use this term as difficult, because Baba doesn't teach his children anything which is the most difficult one, because that becomes the failure of the teacher. Because the teacher always uses the simple techniques to explain to his students. So Baba just wants to say that that aspect which requires the most constant attention, what's that one? That's the first shloka of Bhagavad Gita, that is, which says that just renounce the awareness of this body and the bodily relations or this bodily world, then just consider yourself as a soul and remember the Father. So this aspect requires constant attention, where we find it as little difficult. So Baba says, children, this mind and intellect, you should have that perfect control over your mind and intellect. For how long, maybe the duration, or wherever you want to make those two, mind and intellect focus, you must be able to do, and this requires attention. That's why in order to reach that stage, you must renounce this body or bodily relations, because when you renounce all these things, then your concentration will be there. Because when you don't break all these limited things, then the mind and intellect will be entangled in these things. Which also means that it's about having an attitude of unlimited disinterest. Baba doesn't advise us to leave anything and just do yoga. Baba just tells that subtle pull which is there in all the limited things, Baba tells that to be finished. Let's listen to the Murli, and today's date is 9th December. Essence, sweet children, the Father has come to give you unlimited inheritance or property. Remember such a sweet Baba with love, and you will become pure. So we must remember Father with so much love, then we will become pure. It's not about remembering the Father with fear.
क्योंकि कुछ मान्यताओं में भगवान से भय रखने को,
because we have some belief systems which always advised us to be scared of God in order to remember God. So when we have fear with something, because we will always do something out of pressure. God does this thing, God will curse, or God does this thing. So Baba has not come here in that form. Baba has come with that form of being the ocean of love, because that ocean has merged all the rubbish. So we make effort because of the love what we have received. So this makes us remember Baba with so much love. So that's why Baba tells in today's Murli that he has come to give you unlimited property. Question: when the time of destruction comes close, what will be the signs of that? Answer: when the time of destruction comes close, everyone will come to know. The first one, our Baba has come. The second, the new world is now being established and the old one is to be destroyed. And many will have visions. Third, sannyasis and kings will receive this knowledge. Fourth, when people hear that unlimited Father has come and that only He can grant salvation, many will come.
जब सुनेंगे कि बेहद का बाप आया है, वही सदगति देने वाला है, तो
Fifth one,
आएंगे. पांचवा,
many will receive this message through newspapers.
अनेकों को संदेश मिलेगा. छठा,
Sixth, you children will continue to become soul conscious.
आत्म अभिमानी बनते जाएंगे.
You will stay in super sensuous joy in remembrance of the one Father.
अतीन्द्रिय सुख में रहेंगे. जब ये सब कुछ होगा,
When you see all these signs, then that's the time of the final destruction. So, song, take us away from this world of sin to a world of rest and comfort.
ओम शांति.
Om Shanti.
कौन कहते हैं
Who says this
और किसको कहते हैं?
and to whom does he say?
रूहानी बच्चे.
The spiritual children.
किसको कहते हैं रूहानी बच्चे भाई?
Why does Baba repeatedly say spiritual?
रूहानी बच्चे. जवाब नहीं आ रहा भाई.
No one is responding.
हम सबको
Who addresses,
रूहानी बच्चे.
who uses this term, that is spiritual children?
बाबा
So Baba says,
घड़ी रूहानी क्यों कहते हैं?
why does Baba repeatedly say spiritual?
कि अब आत्माओं को जाना है.
Because this is the time for you souls to return.
इस दुनिया में आएंगे,
Then when you come down to this world, there will be happiness.
आत्माओं ने
You souls received your inheritance of peace and happiness in the previous cycle too.
भी पाया था. अब फिर यह वर्षा रिपीट हो रहा है.
That inheritance is now being repeated.
तब सृष्टि का
It's only when this is repeated that the world cycle can repeat.
रिपीट तो सब होता है.
So everything repeats, doesn't
जो
it?
कुछ पास्ट हुआ सो रिपीट होगा.
So whatever happened in the past will repeat again. In fact, even a play repeats.
परंतु
But there can be some change in that.
भी कर सकते हैं. कोई अक्षर
If they forget their words, they can make something up and say those words.
इसको फिर बायस.
However, this is called the film in which there can't be any change.
नाटक जो
This
लाइफ चलता
drama,
है ना,
the
लाइफ चलता
drama
है,
just
जो करते
continues.
हैं एक्टर स्टेज पे आके स्वयं
All
करते
the
हैं,
actors
तो
who
उसमें
perform
कुछ
their
भूल
roles
जाते
on
हैं
the
तो
stage,
चेंज भी कर
if
लेते
they
हैं,
forget their roles,
लेकिन
some
जो
changes
ड्रामा
can be done.
शूट हो जाता है,
So, whatever
जो
drama
फिल्म
which has been
शूट हो
shot,
जाती है, बाबा कहते हैं उसमें चेंज
so
नहीं
Baba
होगा।
says that there will not be any changes in
ये
that.
अनादि बना बनाया है,
This drama is eternally
उस
predestined.
नाटक को बना बनाया नहीं कहेंगे।
Those plays
इस
can't be
ड्रामा
called
को समझने
predestined.
से
By understanding this
तिलकों के
drama,
लिए भी
you are also able to
समझ आ
understand
जाता है।
those dramas.
बच्चे समझते हैं
You children understand
जो
that all the
नाटक
plays
आदि
that you
अभी
see
देखते
are
हैं
now
वो
false.
सब हैं झूठे। कलयुग में जो चीज देखी जाती है वो सतयुग में
Nothing that
नहीं
you see in
होगी।
the Iron Age will exist in the Golden Age.
सतयुग में जो हुआ था सो
Everything
फिर
that
सतयुग
happened
में
in the
होगा।
Golden Age will only happen in the
ये
Golden
आदि के
Age.
नाटक आदि फिर भी भक्ति मार्ग में ही होंगे। जो चीज भक्ति मार्ग में होती है
Those limited
वो
plays will
ज्ञान
not
मार्ग
will exist on the
अर्थात
path of devotion.
सतयुग में नहीं
The things that
होंगे।
exist on the path of devotion
तो
neither exist
अभी
on the path of
बेहद
this
के
knowledge
बाप
nor
से
in the Golden Age.
तुम वर्षा पा रहे हो।
So you are now receiving your
बाबा
inheritance
ने
from the
समझाया
unlimited Father.
एक लौकिक बाप से
Baba has explained
और
that you
दूसरा
receive your inheritance from your
पारलौकिक
worldly
बाप
fathers
से
and the
वर्षा
other
मिलता है।
inheritance from your Parlaukic Father,
बाकी
but
जो
you don't receive an
अलौकिक बाप
inheritance
है
from the Alaukic Father.
उनसे वर्षा नहीं मिलता। आज बाबा जिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में ये पॉइंट समझा रहे हैं उसको हमें वैसे ही समझना।
So we have to understand the perspective from which Baba explains that aspect, what inheritance to be received in an alaukic way.
बोलो हाँ बोलते थे ना लौकिक से ये पारलौकिक अलौकिक
We
से
always say that we receive from Laukik Father, then
चरित्र का वर्षा
the Parlaukic Father, then from Alaukic Father, what do we receive? That is the character or the
कैसा
life.
वो हमको धारण करना है तो अलौकिक बाप
So the
से
life of
चरित्र
Brahma
का
Baba,
वर्षा।
that is the
लौकिक से
inheritance
लौकिक,
we receive from the
पारलौकिक
Alaukic
से
Father.
अलौकिक बाप से चरित्र का वर्षा। लेकिन आज बाबा जिस भाव से समझा रहे हैं पॉइंट हम वैसे समझेंगे।
So we will
बाबा
just
कहते
go
हैं,
as how Baba explains.
क्यों ये खुद उनसे वर्षा पाते हैं, ब्रह्मा भी उनसे वर्षा पाते हैं।
Because
ये जो नई दुनिया की प्रॉपर्टी है
Baba says that
बेहद का बाप ही दे।
Baba has explained that you receive an inheritance from your worldly fathers and other inheritances from your Parlaukic Father, but you don't receive an inheritance from the Alaukic Father, because he himself receives that inheritance from Shiv Baba. Only through this one does the unlimited Father give you the property of that new world. He adopts you through him, and this is why he is called a father. On the path of devotion, they remember their worldly fathers and the Parlaukic Father. This Alaukic Father is not remembered because no inheritance is received from him.
तुमको भी शिव बाबा ने क्रिएट किया है।
So, the word Father is correct, but even Brahma is a part of his creation. This creation, the creation also receives the inheritance from the Creator. Shiv Baba has created you, he has also created Brahma. The inheritance which is received from the Creator, the one who is unlimited Father. Does Brahma have an unlimited inheritance? The Father sits here and explains through this one that he too receives that inheritance. It isn't that he claims his inheritance and gives it to you. The Father says you mustn't even remember Brahma Baba. You receive this property from the unlimited Father. You receive the limited inheritances from your limited fathers and the unlimited inheritance from the Parlaukic Father. Both of these are received. So it enters your intellects that you receive the inheritance from Shiv Baba. But what inheritance did you say you received from Brahma? The property enters your intellects, doesn't it?
तुमको उनसे मिलती है.
You receive the unlimited sovereignty from that one.
वो है निरुपमा दीदी.
Nirupama sister.
अभी तीनों बाप का बताया बाबा ने, तो वो कहता है बाबा वो है बड़ा बाबा.
He is the greatest Baba.
ये तो कहते मुझे याद नहीं करो, मेरी
And
तो
this
कोई
one
property
says,
है
that
नहीं,
is
जो
Brahma
तुमको
Baba
मिले.
says, don't remember me.
जिससे
I don't have any
property
property
मिली है,
that you could
उनको याद
receive.
करो.
You should always remember the one
यही
from whom you are to
कहते
receive the
हैं,
property.
माम
He
की
says,
करो याद.
constantly remember me alone.
लौकिक बाप की
There is so
property
much
पर कितना
fighting over
चढ़ना
the
चाहते
property
हैं.
of the physical father.
यहाँ तो
There is no
झगड़े
question
की
of fighting
बात
here.
नहीं. बाबा कहते जितनी मर्जी
Baba
property
says
ले
you
लो,
can just
ले लो, यहाँ कोई
claim as
झगड़े
much as
कोई
you want because the
लौकिक
question
में
of
होता है,
conflict doesn't arise here.
लेकिन लौकिक बाप के पास कोई झगड़े की बात नहीं. बाप को याद नहीं
If you don't remember the father, you automatically won't receive an unlimited inheritance.
नहीं मिलेगा. बाप कहते
The father says, consider yourselves to be souls.
आत्मा समझो.
He even tells this chariot, consider yourself to be a soul and remember me, and you will receive the sovereignty of the world.
तो विश्व की
This is called the pilgrimage of remembrance.
इसको कहा जाता है याद की यात्रा. देह के सब
Renounce all your bodily relations and consider yourselves to be bodiless souls.
आत्मा समझना है. इसमें ही
So Baba says that of course requires effort.
के लिए कोई तो मेहनत चाहिए.
Some effort is needed in the study.
याद की यात्रा से
By staying on the pilgrimage of remembrance, you become pure from impure.
वो यात्रा करते हैं.
Those people go on pilgrimages physically. Here it's the pilgrimage of souls.
ये तुम्हारी यात्रा है.
This is your pilgrimage to.
ये तुम्हारी यात्रा है कहाँ की?
This is your pilgrimage to.
बोलो बोलो. परम धाम की या सत्युग की? हाँ? ये तुम्हारी यात्रा है परम धाम जाने के लिए.
So this is the pilgrimage to your supreme abode.
धाम कोई जा
No one can go to the supreme abode or to the land of liberation in life without making this effort.
याद करते हैं.
Only those who stay in remembrance very well are able to go there. They are the ones who will claim the high status. Everyone will go back, but
परंतु
because they are impure, they continue to call out.
ये पुकारते हैं. आत्मा याद करते.
The souls remember. It is souls who eat and drink become soul conscious.
इस समय तुमको देही
This is the only effort that you have to make at this time.
यही मेहनत है. माताएं सुन रहे हो ना?
Mothers, are you listening?
सुन रहे हो ना?
Mothers,
सभी सुन रहे हैं ना?
yeah, everyone is listening.
मिस्टर पांडव.
Pandavs, are you listening? Those who are at the back.
बाबा कहते हैं, इसी में मेहनत है.
So Baba says this practice requires effort because without making effort you won't receive anything.
परंतु माया
Baba says, of course, this becoming soul conscious is very easy, but still there is opposition from Maya. If someone has good fortune, he quickly engages himself in this. Some will come even later. When it sits in the intellects very well, they say that we are now going to occupy ourselves in this spiritual pilgrimage.
जाता हूँ. ऐसे तीव्र वेग से लग
If they occupy themselves intensely in this, they can race ahead very well.
बाबा कहते हैं अच्छी रेस कर सकते हैं. अगर मेहनत करने लग जाए, अच्छी रीत पढ़े तो रेस अच्छी कर सकते हैं. घर में रहते भी बुद्धि में आ
Even if they occupy themselves intensely in this, they can race ahead very well. Even while living at home with their families, it will enter their intellects that it's very good and right thing to consider oneself to be a soul and remember the purifier Father.
तो पावन
When you follow the Father's orders, you can become pure. You definitely will become that. It's a matter of making effort. It's very easy.
भक्ति मार्ग में तो बहुत डिफिकल्टी होती है।
On the path of devotion, there is a lot of difficulty.
डिफिकल्टी क्यों होती है? लक्ष्य और इष्ट दोनों निर्धारित करने पड़ते हैं, तब जाकर के बुद्धि एकाग्र हो सकती है।
You will have to know your aim and objective, then your intellect becomes focused.
बाबा के पास फिर यहाँ आकर विष्णु की माला में पिरोना।
So Baba says here it's in your intellects that you have to return to Baba. It's in your intellects that you have to return to Baba. Then you will go there to the golden age, then be threaded in the rosary of Vishnu. What's the rosary of? Just think about all the rosaries and think the rosary of the Brahma. It's the family of Brahma and the rosary of Vishnu and the rosary of Rudra. This one is the first one in the new world. And all the rest come later. That is, they are threaded later. They ask, what's your highest clan? You can reply, Vishnu clan. Originally, you belonged to the clan of Vishnu and then you become part of the warrior clan. The genealogical tree just emerged from that. You can understand from this knowledge how the genealogical trees are created. The rosary of Rudra is created first of all, and this is the highest genealogical tree. Baba has explained that this is your most elevated clan. You also understand that the whole world will receive the message. Some say God has definitely come somewhere, but we can't tell where.
भगवान कहीं आया हुआ है, लेकिन पता नहीं है। आखिरी पता तो लगेगा सब।
Eventually, everyone will come to know.
अभी तो थोड़ा
It will continue to be printed in the newspapers. At present, they only print a little.
लाइब्रेरी में पढ़ सकते हैं।
Not everyone reads the same newspaper.
कोई तो बिल्कुल नहीं पढ़ते।
Yes, they can be read in libraries. Some even read 2 to 4 different newspapers. Some don't read papers at all. Everyone has to know that Baba has come. When the time of destruction comes close, they will come to know that the new world is being established and the old world is to be destroyed. It is possible that many will have visions. You also have to give this knowledge to the saints and kings. We sometimes give because we had this royal family program and the saints conference or programs. So many will have to receive this message when they hear that the unlimited Father has come and he is granting salvation. Many will come. At the moment, nothing that you like has been printed in the papers officially, because during Sakar Baba's time, these things didn't happen. Someone will emerge who will ask about this. You children understand that you are establishing the golden age by following Srimad. All those who are instruments. Kushwant Singh, who is from Hindu Times. He was friend of respected Nirvair brother. He had contributed a lot in the service. he used
तो
to
जब दिल्ली
publish
आए
some
तो
contents.
खुशवंत सिंह जी हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स के चीफ एडिटर होते
When he was
थे, हिंदुस्तान
moved
टाइम्स
to
के
Delhi, he was the
बहुत
chief
बड़ा
of Hindustan Times.
फ्रंट पेज पे आता था, रोज
Content used to
निकलता
get
था,
published in the
दिल्ली
front page of the
तक आता है।
newspaper.
तो जो पर्सन होता है उसकी सिर्फ उनकी की छोटी रिपोर्टर्स आती, वो भी बड़ों को आंसरेबल होते हैं ना, तो
Because
बाकी
everyone
भी
gets, all other
होता है।
officials at other
बच्चे
levels
समझते
are,
हैं हम श्रीमत
they are
सत्य
reporting to the
की
one
स्थापना कर रहे हैं,
who is at the higher
तुम्हारी ये नई
position.
मिशन है, तुम हो ईश्वरीय
So Baba
मिशन के
says that this is your new mission and you are the members of God's mission.
जैसे
Just as
क्रिश्चियन
Christians
मिशन के
become the
क्रिश्चियन
members of
भाती बन
Christian
जाते हैं,
mission, you are God's members.
ईश्वरीय भाती। इसलिए
This is why it's remembered that if you want to know about the supersensuous joy, you should ask gopis who became soul conscious. Remember the one Father alone and none other. Only the one Father teaches this Raj Yoga, and He is the God of the Gita. Everyone has to be given this message or invitation from the Father. All other things are the decorations of this knowledge. All the pictures are the decorations of this knowledge, not of devotion. The Father has had them made in order for them to be explained to people. All of these pictures will disappear and only the knowledge will remain in souls. The Father has this knowledge and it's also recorded in the drama. You have now passed through the path of devotion and then come on to the path of this knowledge. You souls now understand that you are playing the parts that are within you. It's recorded for us to study Raj Yoga once again with the Father. The Father has come to give us this knowledge. It's recorded in us souls. When you go there, the part for the new world will repeat. You can now understand the whole record of the souls from the beginning. Then all of this will come to an end. Even the path of knowledge, even that role of the path of knowledge will come to an end. Then whatever act you performed in the golden age, you will perform that again. That Father doesn't tell you what is to happen. Whatever has happened will happen again. You understand that the golden age is the new world and everything there will be definitely new and sato pradhan. And everything will be very inexpensive. Whatever happened in the previous cycle will happen again. You can see how much happiness Lakshmi and Narayan had. They had so many diamonds and jewels, so much wealth, etc. When you have wealth, you also have happiness. Because you will find all kinds of happiness in the golden age, that is the happiness of the body, of being healthy, and happiness of the wealth, happiness of the people around you. So you could compare that to here, but there is no comparison. Everything here will have been forgotten there. These are new things that the only Father explains to the children. Souls first have to go there where all the activity comes to a halt. All the karmic accounts are settled. Who can respond? Dr. Satish Gupta.
जहां कारोबार सारी बंद हो जाती है, कोई कारोबार नहीं होगी।
So Baba says, souls first have to go to that world where all the activity comes to an halt.
हिसाब किताब चुकता होता है,
all the accounts will be settled. The record is coming to an end, and this one record is very long. They say in that case, souls should also be as big. However, that's not the fact. Such tiny souls have the parts of 84 births recorded in them. Souls are
इनको
imperishable.
सिर्फ वंडर ही
This can only be called the wonder
ऐसे
of
एक
nature.
आश्चर्यवत
There
चीज
can't be anything
और
else as amazing as
हो
this.
ना सके।
It
बाबा
is
को
said
भी
of
तो
Baba
कहते
that he
हैं
remains at
सत्युग
rest
त्रेता
during
के समय
golden
तो
and the silver
शांत
ages,
रहते हैं,
whereas you
अब तो
play
और
all
ब्राउन पार्ट
round
बजाते हैं,
parts.
सबसे
You have the
जास्ती मजा
longest
आता है।
parts.
तो
Therefore,
बाप
the
बरसाने
Father
लगे,
gives you the elevated
कहते 84
inheritance.
जन्म भी तुम
He
ही
says,
लेते हो,
you take 84
तुम्हारा तो
births, and
पार्ट ही
my
ऐसा
part
है
is such that no one
और
else
कोई
could play
बजा ना
that.
सके। वंडरफुल बातें हैं
This
ना,
is a
ये भी
wonderful thing,
वंडर
and
है।
it's a wonder how the Father sits here and
आत्माओं
explains to
को
souls.
समझाते हैं। आत्मा
Souls
भी
are neither
फीमेल
male
नहीं
nor female.
है। जब शरीर धारण करती
It
है
is when a
तो
soul
मेल
adopts a body,
फीमेल कहा जाता है।
then he or she is said to be
आत्माएं
a male or
सब बच्चे
female.
हैं तो भाई
All the
भाई
souls are
होते हैं।
children and they are brothers.
भाई भाई
In
में
order to
जरूर वर्षा
claim your
पाएंगे।
inheritance, you definitely have
आत्मा
to be
बाप का
brothers
बच्चा है,
because each soul is the son of
वर्षा
the
लेती
Father.
है
You
बाप
claim your
से,
inheritance from the
इसलिए
fathers, and
मेल
so you are definitely called
फीमेल।
males.
सब
All the
आत्माओं का
souls
हक है
have a right to claim
बाप
the
से
inheritance from the
वर्षा
Father.
लेने का,
For that, you have to
इसलिए
remember the
बाप
Father.
को याद करना है, अपने को
Consider yourselves to be
आत्मा
souls, and we
समझना
are
है।
all brothers.
हम
A
सब
soul is a
ब्रदर्स
soul.
हैं, आत्मा आत्मा ही है, वो
Souls never
कभी
change.
बदलती नहीं।
They sometimes take
बाकी
a male
शरीर
body,
कभी
sometimes
मेल
a
का
female body.
कभी फीमेल का लेती है।
These
ये
are
बड़ी
very interesting
अटपटी
matters that
बातें
have to be
समझने की
understood.
है
No one else can tell you these things.
और कोई भी सुना ना सके, बाप से या तुम बच्चों से ही सुन सकते।
Others can only hear this from the Father or from you. The Father only speaks to
आगे
you,
तो
children.
सबसे मिलते थे,
In the
सबसे
early
बात
days,
करते थे,
he used to meet and talk to
अभी करते
everyone.
करते आ
Gradually,
गई तो कोई से बात
the
ही नहीं
time will
करते।
come when he will not talk to
हो गया ना
anyone.
ऐसा, पहले बाबा साकार में हर एक से मिलते थे,
Baba used to
धीरे
meet
धीरे
everyone
मेरे
when
बच्चों से ही मिलने
during that
लगे। अव्यक्त हुए
Sakar Baba's
तो
time.
भी कितने प्यार से
So when
एक
Baba
से
became
मिलते थे।
Avyakt, even in
अव्यक्त
those
होने के
Avyakt
बाद फिर
meetings, Baba
उतना
used to
मिलना
still
शुरू किया
meet
और
everyone.
फिर अंत में दृष्टि रह गई।
Then later he used to meet children in groups. Then Baba
बाबा
started
कहते
giving
हैं
drishti. So Baba says
सन
that time
shows
also will
father,
come where he will not talk to anyone.
बच्चों
It
को
is
ही
said, son
पढ़ाना
shows the
है,
father, you children
तुम
have to
बच्चे
teach
ही
others.
बहुतों की
You children
सर्विस
serve
करके
many and
जाते
bring
हो।
them here.
बाबा समझते हैं
Baba
कि
understands that you make
भक्तों
many
को
people
आप
similar to
समान
yourselves
बनाकर
and
ले
bring them
आते हो।
here.
टीचर्स आती है ना, प्यारा
Teachers
बनकर
comes
के
and teachers
ग्रुप लेके
become the
आती है
guide
ना,
and they
समान
bring their
बनाने की
groups
क्लासेस लेके आती है ना।
after
ये
making
बड़ा राजा
them
बनेंगे,
equal to
छोटा राजा
themselves.
बनेंगे, तो
So this
बाबा
one will
कहते
become
देश
a
में
big
आता
king
है,
and that one will become a
तुम
small
रूहानी
king.
सेनानी हो
You are the
जो
spiritual
सबको
army who
रावण की
liberates everyone
बंदियों
from the
से
chains of
छुड़ाए
Ravan
अपनी
and
मिशन
brings
में
them
ले
to your
आए।
mission.
जितनी जो सर्विस करते
According to
हैं
the service
उतना
that
फल
you do,
मिलता
there
है।
will be the fruit
जिसने जास्ती
that you
भक्ति की
receive.
है वो जास्ती
Those
होशियार
who
हो
have
जाएगा
performed more devotion
और
will become
वर्षा
more
ले
clever
लेते
and they
हैं।
claim their
ये
inheritance.
पढ़ाई
This
है,
is a study. If you
अच्छे
don't
की
study well,
पढ़ाई
you
नहीं
fail.
की तो बाबा कहता फेल हो जाएंगे। पढ़ाई बहुत सहज है,
This study is very
समझना
easy
और
and it's easy to
समझाना
understand
बहुत
and also to explain to others.
डिफिकल्टी की बात नहीं,
There is no question of any
परंतु
difficulty.
राजधानी स्थापन
However, a kingdom is being
उसमें जो सब
established, so all
चाहिए
types are of course needed.
पुरुषार्थ करना है।
You
उस
have to make effort to claim a high status in this. You have to be
सत्युग में
transferred from the
बड़ा
land of death to the land of
तो गारंटीड
immortality.
है, जाएंगे ही जाएंगे, लेकिन सत्युग में ऊंच पद की
It's very
प्राप्ति
common to go to the golden age.
इसलिए रहे ना,
Why are we
इसलिए
studying?
तो पढ़ रहे हैं।
Why should we
भौतिक युग में
study?
सत्युग जाने के लिए नहीं हम पढ़ रहे हैं,
We are not studying just to go to that age. We are studying in order to claim the highest position in the golden age.
बाबा कहते हैं
Baba says,
मृत्यु लोक से ट्रांसफर होकर
so you have to be transferred from the land of death to the land of immortality. The more you study, the more higher the status you receive in the land of immortality.
पाएंगे।
You also have to love the Father because He is the loveliest of all.
उनकी ये है बहुत प्यारे थे प्यारी वस्तु। सबसे प्यारा कौन?
Who is the loveliest of all?
सबसे प्यारा कौन?
Can
एक
you
आवाज आनी चाहिए।
let everyone say Baba?
प्यार का सागर भी है।
Because he's the ocean of love, you can't have,
प्यार हो ना
you can't all have the same love. Some remember him, some don't remember him at all. Some have the intoxication by explaining to others.
समझाने का भी
This is a huge temptation.
ये बड़ा टेम्पटेशन।
You can tell anyone that this is a university and this is the spiritual study.
यूनिवर्सिटी है, ये स्पिरिचुअल पढ़ाई है।
Such pictures aren't shown in any other schools.
हमारा परिवार भी है,
There are three things. This is the family, and this is the institution, and this is also a university.
बाबा के तीनों स्थापना।
Baba comes and establishes these three things at this time.
बाबा कोई संस्था बनाने नहीं आया।
Baba has not come to just establish the creation, that is the organization.
संस्था नहीं बनाई है, जो सब लोग करें वही भगवान करेगा।
If
भगवान कोई
God does the same thing which is done by all, then it doesn't make any sense. So Baba has come, God has come to create that family. So he has come to create that family.
दुनिया के सिस्टम और सब पढ़ाई है तो यूनिवर्सिटी कहता है।
So as per the world, there is the structure of the administration. That is why this is called the institution. But Baba has mainly come to create that family.
ऐसे चित्र और कोई स्कूल में नहीं दिखाए जाते। दिन प्रतिदिन
So such pictures aren't shown in any other schools. Day by day, many more pictures will come to emerge so that the people will be able to understand everything just by looking at it. The picture of the ladder is very good, but anyone who doesn't belong to the DT clan will not understand anything.
जो हम जैसे देखिए हम लोग प्रदर्शनियां करते हैं।
Just see, when we organize exhibitions, when you organize exhibitions in a new place,
होंगे ना
those who belong to the DT clan, they just understand instantly and they just adopt this path.
तुरंत
Everything happens instantly because they just get that
बाबा के
aim.
जो स्कूल का होगा उनको
So that is why Baba says those who belong to the clan will be struck by an arrow. Those who are the leaves of our DT religion will come. You will feel that they listen with great interest, and some will just come and go away.
प्रतिदिन
Day by day, Baba explains new things to you children.
को समझाते रहते हैं।
You must have a great interest in doing service. Those who remain busy in doing service are seated on the heart throne, and
दिल पर
such children will also be on that physical throne in the golden age.
आगे
As you progress further, you will have visions of everything. You will stay in that happiness.
उस खुशी में तुम रहेंगे।
And there will be many cries of distress in the world.
तो हाहाकार बहुत होना है।
There will even be the rivers of blood flowing. Courageous ones who do service will never starve to death.
सर्विस वाले कभी भूख नहीं मरेंगे।
However, once
गुलजार दादी से हम लोग भट्टी
respected Gulzar Dadi ji,
सब ग्रुप्स में जाती
because when we used to come and attend bhattis, then all of the dadis used to come.
ऐसे छोटे छोटे ग्रुप बनते थे।
Very small groups
हमारे ग्रुप
were done, and once
दादी
Dadi Gulzar ji had come,
पानी वहाँ तक आएगा हमारे सेंटर पर नहीं आएगा।
so we just asked this question, Dadi, when at the time of destruction,
ना भी आए
when the nature just carries out its task, don't you think the water will not come and enter the campus? Dadi said, it may or may not.
युक्त होंगे
So Dadi said,
बाबा वतन में खींच लेगा।
if you are yog yukt even in that situation,
वतन में खींच लेगा और यहाँ का
Baba will just pull you to the subtle region.
आएगा आपको कोई नुकसान नहीं।
So Baba just pulls your intellect to the subtle region, and still he will enable you watch the scene, but you will not be affected. So one thing that is, we have to increase the power of yoga, and we have to make our intellects very clear, clean. Then Baba will just pull us up into the subtle region.
बाबा जो है वो आपको वही वतन में खिलाएगा पिलाएगा।
Then whatever has to be fed,
ये तो हम लोग जानते हैं ना, जब संदेशियाँ आती हैं
because we all know that when all the transmessengers come and they say that
भाई हम लोग कहते हैं मैं ब्रह्मा भोजन है, तुम भी बैठो।
So we say that Brahma Bhojan is there, you also sit with us and have. Then they say, I'm not hungry. Then they say, then when we ask the reason, then they say that we already got that taste in the subtle region. Because when the bhog is offered, they take their Brahma Bhojan and go to the subtle region. So Baba has just made that whole ring, that mango juice.
परंतु यहाँ तो तुम, हाँ, बहादुर सर्विस वाले कभी भूख नहीं मरेंगे।
So Baba says, courageous ones who do service will never starve to death. However, you are not supposed to lead this confluence age life in luxury or lavishly. Baba says you have to live here in simplicity, you will receive happiness there. A Kumari is made to live in simplicity. Then, when she goes to her in laws, she can put on anything she wants to. You are now going to your in laws' home and have that intoxication. That's the land of happiness. Achha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning. From the mother, father, and Bap Dada, the spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children. The spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning, Namaste to the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The essence for Dharana, the first one. In order to be threaded in the rosary, become soul conscious and stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance with great intensity. Follow the Father's directions and become pure. Second, do service to make many others similar to yourselves and by giving them the Father's message. You have to live here with simplicity. In order to be able to watch the final scenes of the cries of distress, you have to become courageous warriors. Today's blessing, may you be a true trustee and experience the stage of liberation in life by finishing any cage of bondage. Any bondage of bodies or relations is a cage. When you have to fulfill your family duties in name, not with attachment, you will then set to be free from bondage. Did you understand? You have to fulfill the duties, responsibilities, but how it should be done, not with attachment, but as a duty. Those who move along as trustees are free from bondage. If there is any consciousness of mind, then that is being in a cage. From being like parrots in a cage, you have to become like angels. So let there be not slightest bondage. Baba had made one song in the initial days. All those who were in bondages, that song was, so that song just went like this, that you are the parrots in a cage, and where were you entangled? You just got caught up in those ornaments or jewelry. So that's why Baba says, let there not be the slightest bondage, not even a bondage in your minds. What can I do? How can I do this? I want to do, but it doesn't happen. All of these thoughts are the bondages of your mind. When you have died alive, all your bondages finish, and you should just simply continue to experience the stage of being liberated in life. Slogan: when you save your thoughts, your time and words will automatically be saved too. Today's Avyakt signal. To be karmatit means to be detached from and not even be touched by any bondage of karma. Let there be complete detachment. Increase your experience this, and no action should touch you. So don't let yourself be touched even by the result of any task that you have performed. Continue to experience complete detachment. It's as though someone else inspired you to do and you just did it. Experience being detached even when you are an instrument for something. Whatever happened, put a full stop to that and become detached. I'll just relate this news.
ORC का 24 वर्ष संपन्न हुए.
We have finished 24 years.
हम लोगों ने प्रवेश किया है. सच्चाई की बात ये है.
And we have entered the 25th year, and the fact is that this is the day on which it was inaugurated. That is on 9th December in 2001. All the dadis and all the senior brothers were available during that time. So we didn't celebrate the silver jubilee. We will celebrate it next year. This will be the year of the silver jubilee. And we had invited
मधुबन आ चुके हैं पहले. जब वे पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी के चेयरमैन थे, एक बार शायद फाइनेंस की थी और एक बार दूसरी, तो अपने सारे मेंबर्स को लेकर के आए थे. 2 बार आ चुके.
When we invited,
उनसे मिलने गए तो उन्होंने बताई ये बात. तो हमने कहा कि ये आपको यहाँ पर आना. कहते मैं ज़रूर आऊँगा. तो वे आए. उनके ऑफिसर्स, इस बार हमने ये पाया कि सेक्रेटेरिएट बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग और बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट था.
We had invited the Vice President of India.
के कारण, लेकिन उनका आना और आते सार ही कहते हैं मैं आपके सेंटर पर आया हूँ.
Then, because of his very strict security which was given to him, and when he visited, he said that I have come to your center. And then we said, you have come to your center, not our center. Maybe he would have been inspired with some of the things. Because then sister said that it is your center. Then he said it is our center. Then he was taken to Baba's room, because when any president or vice president or prime minister they arrive, a red carpet has to be laid down. When he entered Baba's room, there is a gallery. There were pictures. So he was just having a glimpse of all those pictures which were displayed in gallery. His secretaries just informed us not to take him to the tour because he was not allowed to spend much time here. But when he sat, we gave the introduction of the soul and the Supreme Soul. And why is that? Brahma Baba's picture in front. He was not ready to even get up and go. I said thrice Om Shanti. Then he just was ready to go. Because we could not take him on a tour to the entire campus, that we could finish only half of that campus tour. Oh, the secretariat, he was highly influenced. He was very inspired. He didn't tell me, but he informed other sisters. He said that he was deeply moved by the that management.
रश्मियां माना किरणें।
So Baba said,
इस सारे
he said,
रजत रश्मियां इस कार्यक्रम के अंतर्गत,
so
इस
this is
टाइटल के
the
अंतर्गत
title we have chosen, that is, it's in Hindi, Rajat, Rashmiya. Rajat means silver and Rashmiya means the rays.
ओम शांति।
ओम शांति।
निवासी समर्पित भाई बहनें और ट्रायल वाले भाई बहनों का आज शाम का संगठित योग 6 से 7:30
All the brothers and sisters of both surrendered and trial will gather at conference hall from 6 to 7:30 p.m. There will be yoga, and respected Santosh Didiji will meet all of you and give fruits. And the general the meditation from 6 to 8 p.m. will be at Diamond Hall. The Nandan brothers' mother, that is Ambika, her age, she was 94 years old and she left her mortal coil on 7th, and let's send our good wishes to that soul on his onward journey. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Prakash Maniji. The world is so
अब ये
huge,
सब का लास्ट टाइम है,
and now it's the final time of all of us.
ये
That's why
अब
it is said,
समापति के समय है।
because this is the time of
अब
completion,
सबको
and all
वापस
souls
उसी
have
दुनिया में
to
फिर जाना।
return to that
इसीलिए
original
बाप
world,
कहता है,
and that's why the Father says,
ये सारी इतनी दुनिया जो अपार हो गई है,
the world which has
मिलियन
become so huge,
उसके निमित्त ये वर्ल्ड वार है। और
and
वर्ल्ड वार में सभी
in order to
पतित
just
जो
transform
बने
that
हैं,
world, the
आसुरी
world war
बने
is
हैं,
meant for that, and all those who have become vicious, who have become
तो
devilish,
ये
it's not
इतनी
it's,
बड़ी
there is no
दुनिया
doubt everyone has become,
जो इतने
and world war is
मनुष्य
meant for
थे
that,
नहीं, जो इतने मिलियंस हो गए हैं,
because initially the world was not like this,
के निमित्त ये विनाश की तैयारी है।
so the preparations for the final destruction is also in place, whether you call it the completion or the destruction. Om Shanti.